What's up, guys? Crushing Skies here, and we are back. We have an epic lander right here. I know I ended last episode with a botched landing of Minmus, so in this episode, we're going to be hitting multiple biomes and a solid landing craft. I went way overboard, and the cost is pretty high for this lander, but it's designed to be recovered fully. So this whole thing is going to be recovered, hopefully saving you some of the cost on this lander. We're going to need a pretty heavy rocket to do this, but I'll go ahead and build that and get us to Minmus, and I will skip ahead when we are there. So I will see y'all in just a second. Okay, and we are here at Minmus, and I took the time to build a well-overpowered rocket. We managed to get here with a stage with, we have like 4,000 meters per second, and we're already here at Minmus in orbit. We have an insane rocket. I was like, nope, we're going to do a legit mission, and we're going to do a legit mission, that's for sure. So, I wanted to make sure that I got all the science from low Minmus orbit, and I'll go ahead and make sure, yep, we didn't take all this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of the science that I can. Log the temperature, pressure, all of this stuff. There we go. And then let's grab the Science Junior. Great. And then we will do an EVA. And we're going to start spinning. For some reason. EVA report. Take that. Can we reach this? No. See if we go down a little bit, we can reach it. Can reach that. Let's go ahead and take this. We have a scientist. We have Bob with us. I gotta remember to grab this. You know what? We'll just EVA right now. And do a spacewalk. Oof. This is a really weird orientation. Take data, whichever one you want to use, and then we will reboard. Okay, so as we can see, we brought Bob and Valentina to level up. We got our lights on here. Now, we will find our first landing destination. I definitely want to land on the light side, so I want to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. See if we can... Yes, right here. We want to land in this giant lake. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to speed this up. Till about right here. Yeah. And then we can retrograde. We're going to be able to waste just... Well, do you think we could land on that? We might be able to land on this, but I think we're going to waste it because we have 2,300 meters per second in this. There is no need for this. So we'll just waste this. Considering we don't have much need for it. Whoop! A little too powerful there. Oh, goodness. I think I'll go ahead and fast forward here till we get a little closer to the ground. I'll see you in a second. Okay, and we have an actual successful landing. We're not going to flip this time. I sped up time a little bit, but we are definitely on a solidly flat surface. And look at that. What's a good view for a screenshot? Let's go ahead and let's grab this. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so this is our lander, and we're going to have to bring this entire thing back to Kerbin. So I went ahead and put a heat shield on here just in case we flip forward. So let's go ahead and EVA Bob. That way we can reset the reset this. There we go. And then we'll reboard. There we go. Now we can run all of our experiments again. And we forgot our goo canister, but we can do that on our way out. So we'll grab that. The temperature again. The barometer again. And then materials bay. And then we'll just grab all of our stuff. And then let's get Jebediah out here to grab all of this sweet stuff. We'll take all of this. We'll do another EVA report. Let go. And then make sure we don't land on the... you don't want to land on your solar panels. Just because they will break if you land on them too hard. Collect data. Yep. And then I think we have everything. I'm going to do the flag plant and everything with Bob. So far I'm going to... Uh-oh. Nope, it's going to break. Ooh, that was close. Okay, whew. Alright, let's fly back up here and get him safe in the command module. Grab on. And we'll board. And we have all of this. So, let's get Bob out. We'll EVA him. And then we'll go ahead and reset this goo canister. And reset both of those. RCS. Down here. Oh, I think this will be a better picture. Sweet. Now let's switch back to the hatch here. EVA Valentina. Get him down here by Bob. Oop. There we go. And then let's get Jebediah down here too. Why not? EVA Jeb. Let go. Oh no. He did a little backflip there. You know what? Let's do a little smooth landing on the panel here. And then turn him around this way. There we go. Look at that screenshot right there. Let's do that. Okay, so this has been our landing in this area. Now what we can do is go ahead and change our biome. So let's get Bob safely back in the hatch. Reboard. Switch back to Valentina. Reboard. If y'all want me to fast forward through this stuff, if this is a little too slow, I can definitely do that. Just let me know. I know this can be pretty tedious stuff. Let's see. And reboard. Okay, sweet. So, I don't want to go to every single biome. I want to be able to come back here and build a station and get all kinds of stuff. So we're just going to fly over here, collect another sample, and then where else? We can oh, I want to build a base on the poles. Yeah, I think we're going to build a polar base of Minmus. So we'll go over here, grab some science, and then head back. Grab our low Minmus goo, and then that'll be that. So we want to fly this way, which is which direction? This way. Okay. Yeah. So we want to fly over here. Where's that getting us? Okay. There we go. Now that'll get us landed nicely over here. Hopefully in this little area over there. Oh, we can go ahead and take our goo canister here. There we go. Oh, we're going to have so much science from this. This is going to be crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just decided to fast forward the rest of the video here. Well, not the whole video, just the second landing and return. That way it's not so long and drawn out, and you can pretty much see what's going on, considering we just did the same thing. So here we are, taking the long and slow descent with Minmus's low gravity down to the surface to take our second samples. And I do go back. I realized pretty much as soon as I took off that I had forgotten to take a surface sample and plant the flag. So we do go back and handle that. So I just continue to descend here. We have so much fuel. I know I didn't technically have to do this, but we had an excess of funds. And our Minmus landing last episode was lackluster. So I wanted to make up for that with a pretty large lander and a pretty big mission that was going to net us a ton of science. So we go ahead and grab our second round of science here. I don't EVA everyone. There was no need. They already did that, so we go ahead and plant our flag and take our surface sample and grab everything out again. I had to re-EVA right there. So we take all of our science in the second biome. I already said earlier, but I didn't want to take all of the science from all of the biomes, even though we had plenty fuel. Because I think I want to go ahead and return here with another mission. With maybe a new scientist or something to level them up, even though I know I can do that anyway. And maybe make a surface base or a couple surface bases. I think that'll be pretty fun. Set up a network over here. So I definitely want to have good reason to return to Minmus, and I didn't want to take all of the science just in one mission, even though we definitely could have. So what we're doing here is, like I said, we're going back to collect what we missed, which was just planting the flag and the surface sample. So I take Jeb out to go do all that. And we just name it Lake, I think, or Minmus Great Lake, something like that. So, if you're following the crafts or you're new and you're wanting to learn how to do these crafts, I definitely recommend just trial and error. It is so much more fun that way. To see what works and see what fails. And sometimes your mission works. A lot of the times I just don't even know what it's going to do. I just launch. Although I have a pretty good guesstimate because I have Kerbal Engineer, so I can see our thrust to weight and total delta V numbers. So I can make a pretty good estimate on whether a mission will succeed or not. But it's definitely fun to do it that way. But if everyone needs help at the beginning, so if you want to kind of copy some designs or kind of see what I'm doing and do that, don't feel ashamed to do that either. We were all there at one point. I'm gonna take a sip of drink. So this is where my computer kind of messed up. My keyboard, I had to skip ahead because I had to restart. Not that I didn't have to restart the whole mission. I just had to restart my keyboard. It was going all backwards, so I had to pause the game, reset my keyboard, and come back. But here we are. And so we had plenty of fuel, so I just decided I'd try and get as close to the KSC as possible. And I'd burn circular eyes. We had just plenty of fuel, so I thought, why not? No reason to come in harsh. We gotta recover the entire lander anyway. I tried my best to get a good KSC approach. I need to practice that a little more. I wasn't able to get as close as I would like to. But we're just coming down right here. I'll fine-tune it and get better at that for sure as we continue to head forward here. And I think this is where we do our final, recorrect here to get to the KSC and fast forward to do another orbit. So I could attempt a landing. I thought I got pretty close, but I guess not. I'm just doing some more fine-tuning. Back and forth, trying my best. I should have, I think I underestimate how much the atmosphere slows me down, and that's what I need to work on is not underestimating that so much. So here we are, starting to re-enter Kerbin's atmosphere. I had a feeling that we were going to start flipping, so that's why I went ahead and put a heat shield on the front of our craft. If you're ever worried about flipping over, if you have something really heavy or you need to return a really large craft, I would just put parachutes on the side and go ahead and put a heat shield on top and a fairing if you're afraid that you're going to flip over. Might as well be safe. And it doesn't really harm anything. Just slap parachutes on the side and they do the same thing. So you can do that. Unless you're doing a docking craft, then you'll need to prepare a little better to make sure you come in facing retrograde, not prograde. So here we go. And I will return to past Josh so he can do the rest of this video. Okay, we got a massive load of science. Look at this. 1,644 science total from just 2 missions to Minmus. That is a ridiculous amount. My computer started doing something weird. I'm not sure what went on. My keyboard started doing everything opposite. The maneuver node started messing up. Right after I had to go back and correct the flag planting and surface sample. But here we are now. Successful mission. I'm happy with that. Let's go unlock some science and see what we can do. Oh yeah, we got pretty much the entire lander back, just except for the fuel. That is amazing. And look at that. Everybody's level 2. That is great. Okay. So, now I want to start working on some aviation. Look at that. We have a ridiculous amount of science. So, what I'll grab first is space exploration, and then I want, I definitely want everything. That's what I want. I want everything. But let's go ahead and get the lander stuff. So let's grab that. And then let's grab basic aviation, aerodynamics. Supersonic flight is kind of what I'm wanting. And advanced air. So let's grab supersonic flight. And then grab the better electronics, high-powered electrics. Oh, yes. And then we can start building a really nice space station there. And then we can grab one more. So we can do advanced landing, which will give us some of the best stuff. Or we can grab field science and build a rover. Now that's a tough one. What do we really need? I think a rover mission would be a little more fun. Yeah, let's do rover. Let's build a rover. So, we just spent an absolute massive ton of science. And I think that is going to conclude this episode. And I'm going to get pretty much right on recording what's coming up next, which y'all will find out soon. So, thank you so much for watching. I apologize for the wonkiness of the last episode. I'm debating deleting that episode because I feel like it wasn't done well. It was a failed mission. I should have just redone the whole thing. So I might just delete that episode and replace it with this one. Although I don't know how I'll explain off the relays. But thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next episode.